Hello, my beautiful, wonderful tribe. My name is Emily Potter. I'm the director of the Lightworker Musicians Tribe and the Million Kisses Foundation. This is something that has been occurring in my heart. I feel this ache, this heartache about all of the fear that's happening in the world. And I wondered, and I would like to have you consider connecting to the fact that there is something that we can do to make a true change occur. So are you feeling the same heartache? You're looking around in your world and you're seeing that there is so much fear and it's really really hard to watch. Now you might not be affected with the same amount of fear, the same extent of the fear, but your heart still aches to see that people are really affected in the spirit of fear. And you want to know what you can do to make a shift happen in a really sustainable way. And I want to offer one contribution, I would say would be the number one and best way that you can actually make true, real change occur. Because the default that we're getting is what I'm hearing, at least, a lot of people are just able to just say these words to each other. Things like, well, be careful or stay safe out there. And I'm going to say that that can only go so far, is to just say those words to each other when there really isn't anything to ground into. There's a lot of the spirit of contraction. There's the default spirit is the spirit of fear, contraction, contracting inward, and then stagnancy. And that can only go so far as a tool. So that's not a way that we can actually make true change happen. It's the default energy that we are being sucked into if we don't make a proactive energetic choice somewhere else and put in our attention that way. So this is my contribution to this as one of the best ways, if not the best way, that you can make true change occur in the spirit of so much fear. Now, I want to first just iterate that we can't change other people's experiences, as we know. So us walking into the a space and making people try to change their ways, we can't do that. That's not what this is. It's really for you to be able to stay at the highest vibration that you can when you're walking through a mass ocean wave of fear everywhere that we turn. This is my tool I'd like to offer you. Gather with other lightworker musicians who are in the spirit of expansion and adventure. Gather yourself, get yourself in circles with other lightworker musicians who are connected and who are in the spirit of celebration and the spirit of expansion instead of contraction, and the spirit of adventure instead of stagnancy. Now, do you know the power of gathering with other lightworker musicians in the spirit of celebration, the spirit of expansion, and the spirit of adventure? Can you imagine what happens in those circles? We are taking a proactive, energetic shift and pretty much in a dark room, turning on lights. Now, even if that's not going to affect your circle of influences of people who are having fear, what's happening is that you are vibrating at a very strong frequency and feeling very supported and not isolating yourself and not being dragged into the default energy of fear, contraction, and stagnancy. Those things are all available to us everywhere we turn. And it does no good for you to stay on that plane with how you are a world consciousness leader. So this is your time to gather with other lightworker musicians in the spirit of celebration, adventure, and expansion. And when I mean expansion is that it's just this opening of the heart. It's the opening of your dreams. It's the opening of possibilities. It's the opening of limitlessness. It's the openness of where we're going as a collective consciousness. So you're having those conversations instead of just this tool of stay safe out there. It doesn't even come up in these conversations with these lightworker musicians. We don't say stay safe. We say celebrate. We're saying a whole other dialogue. And so the number one way that you can offer a shift in energy that will affect your world, which is the only world you know. It's your world. You choose what you want your world to look like and who you connect with in your world on a daily basis. So connect yourself with other lightworker musicians. And I specifically say lightworker musicians because that is what you are, that is who you are. And so this very particular niche of conversation is happening with dialogues that are very relevant to you and your soul's purpose. Gather yourself with other lightworker musicians and have those conversations and have those tools and have those resources and have those conversations. So for those of you who are resonating with what I'm saying and you want to get in on those conversations with our tribe members, very highly committed light worker musicians who are having these conversations, private message me. I just got off the phone with several people from our tribe who are in that spirit of celebration, in the spirit of adventure, in the spirit of expansion. And it is blessing upon blessing, layers and layers of blessings happening, that there's now these lightworker musicians at all places across the country beaming with all of this, the ripples of the conversation, because we gathered together in the spirit of our calling. So get yourself on those calls, private message me if you are feeling a resonance with what I'm saying, and I look forward to hearing from you to get you in there. And I'm sending love to my beautiful tribe. Have a wonderful weekend. Looking forward to hearing from you so that you can make a difference for yourself, for your world, and for the people around you. Lots of love to my tribe.